system. It's like the same way a star gets awesome before it just sinks in on
Explodes.
He's very fast.
Oh no!
I need to show you a video of me doing stand-up badly because you showed one last time. And 3,
I tried to, but I was just so talented.
I know, yeah, you tried to.
Just like intangible red flag territory. Like he's not saying anything
Oh,
specific,
interesting.
But like
Yeah.
just as he's talking, you're like, do not be in a room alone with this man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, we can all love each other. No.
All right, great. Okay,
No.
great. This is great. What about him is an intangible red flag? Is it a way he appears, way he talks, hand gestures?
Do you know what the word intangible means?
All right, I'm gonna go have a piss. Ashley, you're in charge.
I'm in charge. Bitches.
I went down on a juicy poozy, and
Uh-oh, got a fart in this chair. It's gonna make it reverberate. Hey, wait.
John.
Hey.
Oh no! Oh no! Everybody else, hey,
Hey.
What's going on? I'm just waiting for music. I thought you were getting music. Oh, I thought you were just getting
how
music.
my penis gets born.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Here's a shed.
the ice cream cones came with a little metal packet that is just full of sugar. It's just full of sugar to be poured into the cones.
I got what has the Japanese not gotten a hold of, perfected, and then when everyone was like, "You did it," they went, "And now we'll begin." And you're like, "No, you fixed it. It was fixed. Do not break it." They're like, no, we got to break this.
I still have some more questions.
Go ahead.
John Hastings is on America's Got Talent for 5 minutes, and now he's got houses in LA and London.
That's right.
Yeah.
You kept a house in London?
Yeah, I've kept a house in London.
Update, not sugar.
There's no fluid tasting enough to warrant sucking it out of him. Yeah. No, but it was did he do it when he was then in the band when they were the 4 Bee Gees that brief time before then his heart exploded?
Wow.
I'm not saying anything that didn't happen. That is what happened to him.
I'm a predator.
And it was going awesome. And we even started having drinks at a bar, and we each had girlfriends with us, whatever. We're having a great time until I got comfortable enough to go, hey, we share a birthday,
As someone who's been eternally single.
Go ahead. Is it your fault? Yes. No, sorry.
Stop tweeting after your dates, Ashley. Stop tweeting after your dates.
Oh, bad news, Paul. You're getting a Batman bed.
This is not bad news. I am so pleased.
Support them.
But you know what's more important than helping people's mental health?
Fuck you, John.
I'm just saying. Tom, you're a comedy fan.
Here's what happened. So I came up after she finished a couple times.
How did you
I'm not
spell
one's not enough.
What
you go for 2. That's how you start it out.
Smoother crunchy.
And then Jesus, boom. So when I emerged, I went to kiss her and she just grabbed my face and she sucked it all out of my beard.
So hurtful.
That's a literary reference. Oh no, I gotta.
Hey, he can't tie me out now. I'm the only one here. Books, pages. Right. Verb, noun, adjective. Nice.
Someone get me that.
I'm very prone to bullying.
No, you're talking about Andy Gibb.
I am talking about Andy Gibb. Pardon me.
Get your Gibbs straight if you want to come at me, bro.
Sorry.
Those nice bearded men and their Aryan friends seem like they're doing very different shows.
Marylane's got pink eye. She touched her nose.
I tried to. It crawled away too quickly.
It's difficult with tea. Sometimes you try and tune it and you get Assam.
I'm officially declaring it. Jordan is the governor general of the stream.
God damn it, guys. I took a Ritalin today. I can only focus on one thing at a time.
What is happening right now? screens. I want to have two screens.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
Paul and I were walking through the park, and we walked past the tennis courts. A ball had gone over the fence. Paul went down, grabbed it, threw it over, and the young woman who was playing said, "Thank you, sir."
Oh,
ouch!
Right, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna fucking take over this fucking festival, and you're not gonna fucking stop me. Why? All these fucking robots are all around the fucking city, right?
Yeah, don't knock a spit roast till you try it.
Just hang on. Can you just keep going? Make an appeal right now for us to stop this whole thing. Go ahead, Tom.
I think we should see Paul's face for this. There's going to be tears.
No, your junk in the trunk is not as prominent. Make the camera go lower now. Jesus. Now bounce your bottom, sir.
What are we doing?
Having a nice time. So let's watch
That's
it one more
Betty
time.
Crease's Jamaican for poop shoot.
So I'm on the toilet. The toilet paper's here. I grab some of the toilet paper. I stand up. I turn around.
Whoa!
No!
A whole lot of the world can get it right round itself if I have a my bed.
There you go, buddy. There you go.
What was Tom talking
Whoa!
about?
Whoa!
Go, Matt.
What happened?
Go, Matt.
The bed is what?
We did it.
Oh. Richard Ball, we're over. I want people to be saying, Michael, is that a beard? And I can say, no, shit, resident.
No, the Canadians are coming.
Chris, John, and Irish Ashley combine to make the ultimate team, better than any wet dream. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream. John's the CEO and Boomer. Ashley's the real leader. Chris brings the vibes and juices as our enjoyment increases. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream.
Hello. What's up, buddy?
We're messaging on LinkedIn, and you're wearing a shirt. That's very nice.
Yeah, but also sweatpants because I'm keeping it real.
Well, you weren't home.
Yeah, that's right.
Beer.
Yeah.
Speaking of beer, let's talk to a guy I've seen drunk and naked many times.
Ooh.
Hi, David Correos. Today's Stunt Ashley.
Hey,
Hi, everyone.
David, what's up? Oh yeah, John, you're on the wrong microphone.
Oh, good. I looked at it. I literally just changed this.
Hi, David.
Hi, Chris. Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Love that entrance, John.
Well, what did I say that was incorrect, Correos?
None of it was. I was like, wow. It just makes me miss Edinburgh so much. I miss getting drunk overseas.
Just getting nude with the dudes.
You're in New Zealand. You're not allowed to leave New Zealand. Is that correct? I assume you're broadcasting from a sauna.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm in my hallway. I live with 5 other people. We have no office space, so I've taken the corner of the hallway.
Nice.
Just like right here. So this one.
Well, here's my question: what if someone just walks down that hallway?
Well, then that's the special guests. I've got a rotating 4 guests that could be coming in and out. I've got banker. We've got Adobe salesman. And IT guy at the back. So.
Damn. They all have like real jobs. What are they doing living with a comedian?
Yeah,
how bad is it in New Zealand?
That you've been on telly.
Pardon?
How often do you remind them you've been on television?
Whenever rent's due. And I've just got to be like, hey, look, I'm good for it. Just take me this 1 week. We should be all good. But
I've never paid rent late in my life.
I've paid rent late so many times.
Never.
I paid in a big chunk just to make sure that I don't like
this. I know a few people that do this, and they all. And I'm. Oh, there's one. Who the fuck was that guy?
That's Adobe salesman.
Adobe salesman?
Yeah, he sells marketing stuff for Adobe. It's called Marketo. Shout out to Marketo. It's how you can mine people's data way quicker as a business. Get all their emails and stuff, all done through Adobe. Very great product.
Smart.
Oh yeah,
that's a good man. That's a good man. Fracking for knowledge. I like
One
that.
of one of my uncles is very much into that, and I was like, and he was like, I send over 1 million emails a day. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, my entire job is just to send people emails and then get their information from those emails and give them to Sephora and Lululemon. And I'm like, well, now I know why those companies are evil. I wasn't sure before.
Yeah, it's like expensive. All of our data, we've all curated these great little Facebook profiles with all of our shit on there. Just great, better than the CV.
I remember I was thinking about online privacy for a while. That became my thing during lockdown. I was trying to figure out
Running
if
a business with you that involves passwords is the literally most annoying thing in the entire
John
world.
doesn't know what copy and paste means. That's his
No,
problem.
you can't
just
copy. No.
and paste the thing.
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. You can't copy and paste those links. I Googled and looked it up. The thing you used, and it also times it out and changes them if you're anyone else but you. So the links disappear after 3 days unless it's you. And then you have to be like, hey, send me that again. And you're like, well, you got to copy and paste and go, you can't. And you go, okay. And he's like, no, we're not doing this. This is unnecessary security. If they want to hack into my bank account, feel free. By the way, that's your debt now.
Okay. I think John's having a day. So I had this idea about privacy where I was like, I don't understand why we can't set up like a paywall for our own privacy.
So like $1 to get into our own stuff.
So basically, like you could sell your information if you wanted to these companies, but it would be like you have to do it. And so I just put a post on Reddit just to be like, well, this is purely theoretical internet. I don't know anything about computers, and I put it on. I've never been called a fucking idiot by so many people so quickly in my life. Every comment was like, you fucking loser. What are you talking about? Like, idiot.
I mean, I guess they'll call me a loser too, but what was their reason for calling you a loser? Was it that it already exists?
I guess just that it can't be done. But nothing can be done until someone does it. Am I right, Instagram?
That's the most internet thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You're like, hey, I actually have this good proposal. Fuck you! Shut up! Fuck you! And you're like, no, I'm asking a question. And they're like, we don't ask questions here. We only discuss Hitler eventually.
They were real mad.
Chris, if you put up like a picture of your face along with the post, maybe that would be more agreeable to you because you've got a way more agreeable face. Because when you were explaining that to me, I was like, oh yeah, no, I can see how that works. I'd put more effort into like my bio. I'd put more information on. I'd sell it for a higher price. I'd tell you like what hospital I was born at, so you could get more. I think I'll put a lot of value onto my own information, and that's how I pay rent.
Well, what I was thinking of it as is like if you find oil on someone's land, you have to pay the landlord for access to the oil. And data is like the new oil. That's where all the money's coming from. And so why wouldn't they pay us, the landlords of our information, for access to it? Why do they just fucking get it for free? That's wild to me.
Like a data subscription service.
And also if you have it, like if you have the oil in your land, you can also be like, no, you can't mine the fucking oil. I hate that you mine oil. Get the fuck out of here. And you can tell them to go fuck yourself, but you should be able to make money off it.
So here's the part of your plan. I figured out why this doesn't exist. Is those companies, like so many companies' only actual business model is holding people's data and selling it to other companies. And we're in a position, using your metaphor, where there was a time we didn't know what oil was. We just all had this black stuff all over all of our stuff. And we were like, will someone just take this out of here? Yeah, like it's smelly. It's so smelly. But yeah, that's what it is. And they were like, that's fine. You just have to tick this one box. And I was like, do I have to read anything? And they're like, I mean, absolutely not. And they're like, and by the way, if you tick this box, you can find out how weird anyone you've had sex with has aged. And I was like, whoa. What are you talking about?
That's
and they're
pretty
like,
good.
Yeah.
That's
and
pretty
anyone. Good. And you're like, all I have to do is click this box. And they're like, absolutely. And I was like, you guys are a bunch of evil corporations, and I shouldn't trust you. But much like always, I will be trusted. Click, and then now we're here.
Well, isn't that? I mean, you just described like Face App. Isn't that what that's supposed to be? The one with like which like transforms your face into a baby or into like old people. Isn't that like a Russian hacking system, and they're just trying to like collect faces and stuff?
Yeah, they feed it into an AI. Yeah.
also, one of the many things. So there's like a bunch of speculation why Facebook changed its name now, like that. Like that there's a reason they did that.
Mm.
And then if you go into like as always, it's very rare for anyone to read the body of those articles. And I read one where they had a thing. So they were one of the people behind the Face app and a bunch of that stuff, and they had like 1 billion people's total face, total face for facial reconnection,
face map.
Yeah, basically a map of everyone's faces. And they just like, in doing that, they were like, we don't need that program anymore, delete it. And they deleted all of it and shut it all down. All the research, whatever they were doing with it, like that whole aspect of the company was just gone. Like there was a bunch of those where it's those were all just doing really fucked up shit. And they're like, no, well, that one was called war crimes. And you're like,
well,
did you notice the quotation marks around war crime? It was war crimes. Come on.
I wish they'd trademarked war crimes, and then like Bashir al-Assad is just like, now I can't gas people because Facebook copyrighted war crimes.
We got a DMCA on war.
Yeah, I call that Gene Simmonsing because he copyrighted the $sign in a bag.
Really? Gene Simmons is the Kiss guy, right? I don't know.
That's right. He copyrighted the $sign in a bag and then like just sued everybody. Like, that's mine. You can't use that. Like, I know he sued Monopoly, and I think Monopoly paid him out, but we're also like, hey, Gene Simmons, fuck you. Like, fuck you. All right. You didn't invent that. You fucking asshole.
So did you guys see this? That Facebook didn't clear Meta as a copyright. And so there's a tiny little company called Meta. And Facebook tried to buy it. Meta was like, no, more money. And then Facebook just went through this, another suing Facebook for what I assume is a shitload of money.
They've been Bruce Almighty'd, Evan Almighty. You know the Evan Almighty story? The reason why, like, companies now have to clear websites, or where that whole thing of sitting on a website comes from. Is Evan Almighty was like technically is the most expensive comedy in the history of Hollywood or something. I read this article.
It's the Steve Carell
sequel to Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
And basically a guy named Evan had evanalmighty.com, and they were like, that's ours. And he was like, no, it's mine. And they were like, they're like, well, give it to us. And he was like, give me, let's say it was $100,000. And they were like, fuck you, where's Fox? And he was like, cool. And then put like crazy aggressive porn on it, or threatened to, like, I can't really remember the story, but it was like, and like within like 30 minutes they were like, how much was it? And he was like, more than I said before. And they were like, very good, yes, of course. And then like a bunch of laws were put in, so you can't like threaten that, all that sort of stuff.
That's so funny.
So fucking funny.
Well, it's big on my TikTok at the moment. Like, I don't know why, but I'm really deep in hustler TikTok. And one of them is like teaching people to buy heaps of domain names because they don't know what's going to pop off. And that's kind of like hedging your bets on like what companies are going to do.
Well, there's like a lot of like I was listening to a podcast the other day about this dude who basically got bullied off of social media because people wanted his username. So he had a really simple one. It was something like Owl, like just Owl. And some people really like, you can sell like original simple usernames for a lot of money now. And so this person who trades in them was just like, I want it, give it to me. And the guy said, no, I've had this for like 15 years, fuck off. And so the guy started, he doxed him, he swatted him, started sending pizzas every single night at 2 a.m. Started sending pizzas to his parents' house, swatted his parents. And then the guy was just like, he started talking to the guy that did it to him, and he was like, why are you doing this? He's like, I just want the money. That's all. It's kind of funny that I can ruin your life. That's kind of funny, right? Isn't that a good time? Just a total disconnected, didn't give a shit, but absolutely will ruin your life for @Owl.
I got news for you. If that guy keeps sending me pizzas every night at 2 a.m., he is tangling with the wrong kemosabe. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, wait a minute, you're sending me a bunch of pizzas and I know some fun friends with guns are showing up? What a great day. Like get out of the gun, officers, I was expecting you. I'm not a criminal. This is a swatting. I have some pizza.
He started putting up signs on his door just being like, you got swatted, cops. Also, pizza delivery man, you got. It's just, he kept calling the cops and the pizza places being like, you keep showing up to my door and it's clearly someone fucking with me. stopped showing up, and they're like, "Oh, that makes a lot of sense." And then the next day, there they are, 2 a.m.
Because here's the problem with the cops: is the cops don't have any other thing to do besides just be cop. Like they have to come, even if like you're like, this is bullshit, and they're like, yeah, but what if it isn't? It's like, but it is, and they're like, what if it isn't?
But what about the pizza place? Why they cooked the pizzas every time they cooked pizzas?
The pizza place was stoned.
Yeah. They lost so much money. Those pizza places must have lost thousands of dollars.
Hey, at least someone on the graveyard shift was like not having a boring shift for once. Like, at least 2 a.m. and I'm gonna have some work to do.
What if he worked at the pizza place and he was trying to bring down his own company while acquiring the thing because they weren't paying him a living wage? We just cracked this shit wide open.
I also just want to point out to this hacker idiot, like, do you know how crazy illegal it is? Like swatting, like the cop. That's like one of those things where it's like, don't do that. Well, why? It's like, I don't care about like the annoying people. That's bad. Do you understand that you've just really pissed off the police? Exemplified by I got David, you don't know this, Chris is sort of aware, but I got really obsessed with the alt-right in the last year.
He's really
because
into
I agree with them. And there's this group called Adam Waffen that were, by the way, for Discord users, big on Discord apparently, that were like these like super crazy neo-Nazis, and ProPublica did a big expose on them. And then in response, they swatted ProPublica's offices like a shitload of times. And ProPublica was like, well, I wonder who this was. And like just called the cops on all of them. And then they all got like 10 years. And their defense was like, well, it's on the internet. Like, this doesn't count. And they're like, what? No, you're neo-Nazi. Like, you're going to jail. And they're like,
the cops weren't on the internet. It's not like the cops showed up at your domain.
Yeah.
It's like,
swatting, that's what it is. The swatting is classed as attempted murder.
Because people keep dying.
Jesus.
Cops keep shooting people.
On the cops is like, maybe also don't like. Yeah, also, maybe I don't want to go dark, but you know what? Really, cops should really never have started doing is shooting dogs. That like I am like, you know what I mean? When you find out they're like every swatting they just shoot the dog, you're like, are you like that? Fuck you. Like,
you know what's
can't
wild
get
about
a dog
the good
bite
guys.
in your body armor, you fucking dorks.
This must be the bad good guys, and you can't be a good guy if you kill a pet. That's like instant villain shit.
Literally every movie, that's how you know they're the villain. It's like if they hurt a dog, then that's the bad guy every single time. It's irredeemable.
Also, and this is what I really appreciate about cats. Guess who is not in that situation? Like a house cat is like, we'll hear their weird like scuffly in formation boots, and a dude like. It's gone. Yeah, but a fucking stupid dog, stupid French bulldog with its cute eyes, just being like, I know what these murderers need to see, my wet nose. Yeah, it is.
You thought it was wet before.
Also, in the vein we were talking. Have you seen the movie White Girls, David?
Do you mean White Chicks or
White Chicks? Yeah,
White Chicks. I've seen White Chicks.
What did you think of it?
As a 12-year-old, loved it.
There we go.
Best film ever when you're a 12-year-old. Now,
see, I think Chris should
watch it.
So I haven't watched it. We spent 15 minutes minimum on the stream yesterday with John and our guest Mary trying to convince me that White Chicks 100% stands up and is a quality movie.
No.
I've got my doubts.
Hang on. You're really gaslighting me today, there, Betts. I never said it. I said it was enjoyable, and you'll have a lot of fun. Quality doesn't denote quality. I'm saying you're not going to waste your 90 minutes. You're going to sit there being like, this film is fucking wild and very like Scary Movie is not watchable enough. Like you're just kind of like
terrible.
This is not good. Like White Chicks, you're like. But it's one of those movies where for the first 5 minutes you're imagining the pitch meeting, and then you're just kind of like, I can't believe they did this. This is great. Let's do it.
Scary Movie 1 is still a lot better than the later ones. Like if you watch Scary Movie 4 and then you watch Scary Movie 1, you're like, oh, it's actually Scary Movie 1's pretty funny.
But that's like saying the first time I had flaming diarrhea was not as bad as the fourth time that day I had flaming diarrhea.
Well, I'll tell people about the first time I had flaming diarrhea, but I won't tell them about the fourth time.
All right, David, hit it.
Go ahead, David.
Let us know.
Come on, David.
Tell us the whole story. Start at the meal.
Tell us
Start
that
at the
story,
meal.
and then tell us why you're living in a ski lodge in the Indies in New Zealand.
It's so intimidating that you've just puffed up the whole screen. Okay.
What I like is Dave. I've worked a little bit with David, but then you see David's act, and he does always. He's like, "Oh, I'm a bit shy," and then you see his act, and you're like, "What are you shy about?" Like you're like,
What? The stage is like if it's Harry Potter, the stage is the invisibility cloak. I can hide behind there. But right now, it's like
sorry,
I'm in my.
David, I'm just gonna have to do that. That would be stage is my invincibility cloak. What are you fucking doing?
I want to say it's a credit to you, David. We've taken a lot of guests off the screen in our time, and some of them are immediately upset. They get very sad immediately. And you immediately knew it was a joke. I love that.
I have this thing called delayed regret. I will regret it in about 12 hours when it kind of kicks in what happens. But right now, it's all good.
Chris, I want you to know this right now. We've only talked about shit twice this week. How have we
I
done
feel
it?
like people forgot to mention it.
I mean, I want to bring this back. I got to tell you.
But doesn't that already feel like it's been co-opted by Proud Boys? I haven't seen any of them do it, but it just feels like something they do.
It's definitely. I mean, if we don't start doing it, they're gonna get it. But it just
Okay, yeah.
reminds me of Australia and New Zealand. I assume, like Australia, you see this all the time.
Yeah, hang
Like
loose,
a
bro.
hot, like a hot babe outside of a coffee shop. Keep it real. I will attempt so.
It always starts out as a joke, and then it just makes its way into the culture. And next thing you know, you're unironically going, "Let's go, let's go." And it's not, is "let's go" a thing in America? Or
Never heard that in my life. I love it.
Showed a bit of fucking New Zealand to you guys.
Is it Lesh? Is that like your?
We're trying to say "let's go."
Yeah, but
we're
Lesh.
trying to add a bit of party to the back of it. You know, we're all going to
Nice.
be we drink alcohol. We don't just scull a alcohol bottle anymore, like a drink beer. We do these things called vortices, which is where you shake the bottle and then hook it up, and it whirlpools into your mouth, so it's quicker.
Yep.
What a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's it's never worked for me. I did it once, and I had a beer face for for the rest of the day.
Good question about the phrase "let's go." Is your favorite member of the Grateful Dead, David, Phil Lesh-Go?
Yeah.
All right.
I also like Sleaford Mods. Sleaford.
All right. That's no one's allowed on then. If that's what. Hello.
That's my problem with like older white comics is that I'm not onto the same music as a lot of them. I said Sleaford Mods because I don't know. They always keep talking about it. I feel like Grateful Dead's on the cusp of it. They keep bringing up all these 80s bands.
Mm-hmm.
I like house music and EDM and hip hop. Like I can't relate to that shit. I don't know what Sleaford Mods is.
I'm with you on the last one. House music and EDM never spoke to me, but I don't take party drugs. So
I love party drugs.
Yeah, I've never been a party drug
Here's
guy.
my question though, David. How old are you?
28.
Yeah, that'll do it.
You're too young for the Grateful Dead. You need to be middle. You need to do middle 30s, and you're not in pain, but you're like, this needs something, and then something is gonna be like, listen, these 6 white guys, they just play the same 8 songs, but it takes them like 5 hours. And you're like, wait, what? But why? And they're like, I don't know.
Because the song's a little different every time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, is it?
And that's definitely not because they're so high they can't remember how that song goes.
That's 100%.
That's definitely not why.
As someone who was already, I've read one book. I've been a real vivacious reader. I've been, by the way,
Vivacious?
Vivacious.
Oh my God, John, you look stunning reading today. My God.
I'm reading like this. That's how I read, by the way. That's how I read.
Oh wow, that is vivacious. Let's hold on to model stream. Do it again for the people in the back. Oh, that's nice.
That model face is hard to do straight, by the way, because as soon as you look at yourself doing it, you're like, you should get punched in the face. But it's this.
Yeah, that's wow. Look, sell it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, you're a
the subtle
chipmunk.
joke, by the way, is the writing on this was upside down.
Yeah.
Kirkland, Kirkland products have a bit of a sheen to me because we don't have those places in New Zealand. Like, isn't Kirkland like the big budget brand of like a
Yes,
certain-
Kirkland. So Kirkland is Costco's actual brand, but they call it Kirkland. And why everyone in LA has a shitload of the Kirkland microwave popcorn bags, because they made a law that every bar had to serve food when they opened up in like April and May to give you booze. Oh, no, it may have been earlier than that. Anyway, so they just handed out microwave popcorn from Costco. Like they just went and bought a box of 100 for $1, and they're like, "Here, take it. Who gives a fuck?"
Uncooked. Go home. Here's a good sum up. The Grateful Dead is jazz for people too white and dumb for jazz.
See, I'd be critical of that because I am a pretentious douchebag enough. I'll make Chris read my goddamn blog to prove that I, of course,
hell of a blog.
I accidentally, by being a douchebag in my early 20s, just actually developed a real love of jazz.
Do you, what's your favorite? What's your favorite jazz? Do you like Coltrane?
I think A Love Supreme by John Coltrane is the best one of all time. Of course, you know, a lot of people like fucking Miles Davis and that. What is the Blue? Is that what it's called? No, my brain. I'm so tired.
Yeah, Blue something. He's got great stuff. The Miles Davis quintet working.
very
It's got
good.
John Coltrane in it. That shit bangs.
It's really good. Also, some kind of blue. Thank you,
Kind of
Tiger
Blue. That's
Tiger.
the one.
It's also really good for plane travel because it's very calming, but there's a lot going on. And especially if you've smoked weed like the devil in the parking lot of the airport before you go on the airplane. It's, you know, that a little Benny Goodman. That's it's either called swing or sing.
The opposite of calming. He's all like,
That's what I like. But imagine I like listening to like like in the airport, just like so baked. Just like, I hope no one asks me a big direct question because it's gonna take a while for me to figure that out. And just like, away we go. Got my ID in one hand. You know what I mean? Coffee with a straw so it peeks under the mask. Top tip. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to take the mask off, but you still want to be refreshed with delicious coffee. It's pop a straw.
I've never really understood jazz drumming. One of my friends was a jazz
Gene Krupa.
Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich.
Yeah, Buddy Rich.
At the start, I'm like, I get this. This is very good.
Hang
But
on.
he's like- Then he gets really into it, and it's like, oh, I'm lost. I don't have the bridge.
It's wild.
Him against Animal and the Muppets. Great video clip.
David, you know about the Buddy Rich tapes, I assume.
Give it to me. Fill me in.
Okay, so Buddy Rich was a fucking asshole.
What? A
And
jazz musician?
After every show, would berate the band. That's what he would do. And one guy went, "Fuck this," and recorded it. Here they are now.
Yes.
Chris, did you not know this? If you've ever seen
No, I've never
Seinfeld,
heard this
you're going to
before.
recognize a lot of the dialogue. A lot of George's things that George yells are taken from this.
Amazing.
Can't hear it. Shit.
I can hear it.
What the fuck you think you're doing? You think you're playing with I expect 110% fucking perfection every fucking tune. You got that? And if you can't do it, get off my fucking band tonight.
Is anyone picturing James Brown right now?
A day off yesterday, you come back like this and you suck.
Pardon me, what was that?
Is anyone else picturing James Brown right now?
Wait, James Brown did it on stage, which I, for some reason, thought was more professional.
Oh, you know he did it off stage as well, though. He fucking went hard in the
but
paint in the green room.
I guarantee he was ruder because there was an audience.
This is just personal.
What kind of music do you think you're playing here, anyhow? And who do you think you're playing for? You think I tolerate that shit? You're worse than any fucking high school band I ever heard.
I hope this guy just missed one note.
He did.
Just one.
I don't know what kind of drummers you think you're playing with.
There's one part of this where he's upset that they're playing too directly into the microphones. But he's nowhere near it. And he says, and this is quoted in Seinfeld, he says, tomorrow no microphones. And then let's see how you do up there without any of the assistants. It's just like, what? What are you doing?
Do you want him to play louder or not?
I want to see if there's transcripts from the Buddy Rich bus tapes, because that'll probably be better.
It sounds like. Sorry,
no, go for it, David.
I thought it just sounds like an old timey radio has gone really angry at me.
He's got that cadence of like old movies and stuff that I thought was made up. I didn't think anyone ever really talked like that. He's even got that sort of like movie voice. What kind of fucking band do you think you're playing in here? I'll have you playing in a high school marching band by the end of the week. I tell you what, I'm going to fuck your wife right in front of you, and I'm going to do it on beat. I'll tell you that much. Oh, my goodness. Her anus is going to go pop, 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 pop on the twos. Pop, 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 pop. That's wild.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I'll pay to see that porn. See that on old school cool? Yeah, fuck yeah.
I ladies and gentlemen, we have a transcript.
Nice.
You think I'm running 15 fucking close that door? What kind of playing is being played here the last 2 nights? What is this? New phrasing, new bending, new sounds, no time? What the fuck do you think I'm running here? What kind of playing do you call this? What kind of shit is going on? What kind of setting do you go to the bass tonight? Setting? I think that's pretty fairly much English. It's the same as it's always been out there. What's this then with the bending? Who decided? I did. You deciding is wrong. I didn't do it on purpose. You're deciding what kind of phrasing. You're deciding who and what the leader is. You're going to watch who you want to watch. Turns to the rest of the band. Everybody's on 2 weeks notice tonight. And I'm telling you, everybody gets 2 weeks notice tonight. I can't handle this anymore. You're not my kind of people at all. Uh-oh, buddy. I don't understand this kind of fucking music at all. I don't understand what anybody is doing up there. I'm working my fucking ass off. You put that motherfucking piece into that bell again, and I'm going to take that fucking horn and break it across my knee. Do you understand? I'll stay away. You can't hear a note. I can hear everything. Don't I give a fuck what you hear. I hear it. And I know it's that you're blowing my fucking eardrums out. The saxophones, you can play the flute, and there's no sound in the flutes. All I hear is noise. If you get any fucking closer, you'll electrocute yourselves. What do you think I got? A man with a sound system out there for? Sit down and play some fucking music. You afraid you won't be heard? Is that it? Oh, motherfucking fuck off, all of you. Then let's see what kind of band you got up there without all the assistants. Oh, it's this. You can't play shit. I'm accustomed to working with #1 musicians. I'm not accustomed to working with some half-assed fucking kids who think that they wrote the music business. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
How long is this?
You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. Every one of you is a long fucking way to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can't play that shit up there for me. What the fuck are you doing up there that doesn't deserve to be called a name band? These fucking kids out at the park there, they're 50 times better than any of you. And that's without the rhythm section. Whoa, what the fuck? He just really bigged himself up there. That's so funny because he's the drummer. Maybe they'll enjoy what you're doing here, and if you don't enjoy it here, fuck you. Whoa, get off my band, and we find another way to settle it. I'm just so fucking tired of having to go through the speeches with you guys. He said this before. You're all a bunch of fucking kids. There's not a man among you, not a man who can get out there and play the job like a man. You're all up there fucking high school bullshit jive artists. You jived me the last fucking time. You got 2 sets to make up your fucking mind, or I get me an all LA band tomorrow. Don't think that's not impossible. It's very fucking possible. I've had it with you guys. I ought to give each one of you motherfuckers a cut in salary before I get out of this fucking room. Exit Buddy, slamming the door behind him.
Hey.
That's the first tape. Yes, we can channel redemption point. Chris, add that to the list.
You really got his cadence, eh? Like I was like you were like ebbs and flows. You were like bringing us in, going out. I was like, fuck, you should take up jazz anger.
I just want to read you this exchange. This is just an exchange with a trombonist. I would definitely not suggest you touch me. Then I definitely tell you one thing: keep your fucking mouth shut, get the fucking beard off, or get off the band right now. Now, what do you think of that? Now, that's a definite suggestion. When you go out to work tonight, if I catch the fucking beard on you, I'll throw you off the fucking bandstand, okay? Trombonist, I'm not taking it off. You're what? I'm not taking it up. You're through. Okay. Right now, you don't tell me what to do. I tell you. You don't like it? Get off. When and where? Get off. Get your fucking clothes off. What the fuck? Right now. Pull the fucking bus over. Have you got 2 weeks pay for me? Have I got what? 2 weeks pay for me. I've got nothing for you. I've got a right hand to your fucking brain if you want it. I'll give you 2 weeks. 2 weeks for what? You learn the rules of my band. You don't like it. That's it. You get off and try and take me to the fucking union. I love it. You get no 2 weeks. You get no 2 weeks time. Get off. He was waiting for this for the whole fucking time. No, I haven't. Yes, you have. It's amazing. Forever. At one point, he says the phrase, then take Manhattan and get off. I'm a success without you and without your writing. What the fuck?
Hi, podcast listeners. Welcome to the show. Hope you're enjoying it.
I thought, man, that makes music hipsters these days. People are critical of music these days. Like, not even that bad. Like, that's fine compared to that shit.
I want you to know how to do a Buddy Rich voice, by the way, is you just talk through your nose. It's so fun. Try it, David, try it.
Hey, you fucking get off at the Bronx. You're not made for Manhattan.
Chris, I'd like to hear your Buddy Rich, please.
Hey.
No, David's was better. And David sounded like he was very hurt.
Hey.
No, not Penguin Buddy Rich.
He's had a stroke.
Rich.
This is post-stroke Buddy Rich.
Hey. Oh, post-stroke Buddy Rich, of course.
That's when he went freeform.
Yeah. He couldn't drum anymore, so he went mouth trumpet.
So was everyone in jazz terrible? Because I always thought like Nat King Cole would have been like a lovely person, or like Dean Martin, or like
I think Dean Martin was a lovely person.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
He was a monster. He was a fucking monster.
Please ruin this hero for me.
Was Dean Martin a monster?
He was best friends with Frank Sinatra. You can't be a sweet boy and be best friends with Frank Sinatra.
I don't actually think they were best friends. I think what it was Frank's, because I think Dean Martin was just a fucking weirdo. Like, you know what Dean Martin used to say to hecklers?
What?
You can heckle Frank, you can't heckle me. Another thing he would do, which I think is so funny, is in the middle of a song, he'd just be like, "You're all enjoying my singing, but up here with the lights, it just looks like I'm about to be hit by a train."
Classic comedy.
Yeah, like I actually, because also like Dean Martin, he faked being drunk and was just kind of a weird, like, I'll give you Frank Sinatra, massive piece of shit.
Super big piece of shit.
And you know what? I'm throwing the Joey Bishop. Fuck that guy. I don't know anything about him. Fuck him.
Joey Bishop feels like Frank just made him be a cuck every night. It was like, 9 p.m. time to fuck Joey's wife. Come on, Joey, let's go. Let's go.
There's
thanks, Frank. Geez, I sure am having a good time. I'm learning so much.
It's so weird in our society that we revere a group of friends where a guy went, "I'm going to name us, and I'm the leader," and everyone was like, "Yeah, that's healthy. That seems healthy."
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Wait,
who was the paid druggy?
Okay, so Dean Martin, I don't know if Dean Martin
bad boys.
Was a piece of shit. Like, I know Bing Crosby, big piece of shit.
Big piece of shit. Yeah,
I don't know. Can we look up if Nat King Cole, piece of shit?
I mean,
you're just gonna ruin it.
But I know. Okay, so from what I understand, he was a good father because his daughter has nothing but good things to say about him. So it sounds like he was a good dad. Let's find out if he was a good husband.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this right now. His Wikipedia pages, the personal life is more than one section. That's never good. That's never good.
None of these guys in the 60s thought that Wikipedia would exist and they'll be able to like document all the shitty things they did.
It's the evidence of the crime went after the back of your hand went from red to white again. That was how.
Okay, so Cole met his first wife. Oh no. Hang on. This is already weird. The first line in his personal life in his Wikipedia just talks about how he was really into Freemasonry.
My uncle was into Freemasonry.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, my uncle got us to the airport. We didn't have to go through any customs or anything. He just had everyone lined up. We got out of the Manila airport in like 5 minutes and had people going in, going out.
Wow.
And like my cousins would show me like, I don't know, there's like really big frat energy in the Philippines, and they'd show me like all their hazing stuff. So like if you really wanted to be part of it, you'd get like a coin and burn it on your chest and shit. My uncle would be like, you should join the Freemasons. I was like, yeah, I live in New Zealand.
Yeah.
No, what's weird about
I'm happy to wait.
Yeah.
I don't mind a line. It's okay. Thanks, Uncle.
Know what's weird about you saying that the Philippines has big frat energy? Know what then shocked me? That 8chan was based there for many years. Couldn't believe it.
Yep.
So was every other call center you probably called up for to get a phone number from.
Wait a minute.
Sorry.
I always get this conflict. Who's the leader of the Philippines right now?
Duterte.
Yeah, that's
it is
his name.
Duterte.
Yeah, the guy just murder all the drug dealers.
I think he's stepping down soon.
Yeah, it's really weird. Everyone's like, yeah, it like seems like he's actually gonna leave. Like it's like everyone's like, we did not see this coming at all.
Him and Bolsonaro in Brazil, the two biggest or loudest assholes, let's say. The ones who were just really upfront about it and were just like, kill him. Kill him.
I hope my parents don't see this. It's such a weird topic to talk about because Filipinos are it's kind of similar to the whole Trump thing. But I also don't even want to say that because it's like it's fucking it's scary.
Hey, well, watch this. Attention, anyone who likes Trump. Fuck off. You're bad for the world, and when you die, I will jack off on your grave. Go fuck yourselves. You lack critical thinking and just thinking. I think you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. There we go. So
attention, Rodrigo Duterte. I think you're a bit of a jerk, and I don't mind you knowing
hey,
that.
Duterte, guess what you are? Let me bring up that. Let me bring up that Buddy Rich stuff again. I want to. Say
Take me down.
Hold on.
Yeah, good. Hello, it's me, David Correos of the Philippines. I just wanted to let everyone know. Hey, no, not again. I've never seen someone be so helpful yet so sad.
That's so funny.
And now a spot-on impression of bring it back up. This is something that I'm going to say. This is something David Correos, will say to Rodrigo Duterte. All right, let's get that understood by everybody. I want him off. I don't want him on the bandstand tonight. 2 bones. I'm warning you for the last time. You want to write now? Anytime you're ready, close your fucking eyes. I've had it with you. Sit down and keep your fucking eyes and your mouth shut to yourself. Grow up. You're not a tough guy, so why don't you just sit down? You better start learning to act like one. I am one. You are not. So shut up. Trombonist, don't threaten me. Fucking asshole, fucking with me.
Wait, who's the trombonist in this? I thought we were talking to Rodrigo Duterte. Why is there a trombonist in the room?
Rodrigo Duterte has a trombonist. Oh, also, we
got a raid, baby.
Richard Ray, thank you so much for the raid. Enjoy this. David, we have to dance during the raid video. Dance.
Like being trying so raid. Welcome to the Untitled stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
I like you.
Lovely moves.
Right, welcome Raiders.
Hello.
Familiar with Twitch?
Coming in from my name is Ruin. Have any of you ever noticed how much Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh? He also looks like an autocratic rapist. One of those two.
Are we talking about Winnie the Pooh now?
Has been for the other is merely assumed. You know what? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like it's a big thing in China. You're not allowed to wear any Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he'll fuck you up.
Did
you guys
the South Park episode?
What was this?
Where the South Park episode where they just had it was Randy is selling weed to Mickey Mouse, and him and Mickey Mouse are going into business, and they go to China to try to sell weed in China, and Winnie the Pooh runs China. Like they just and it's fucking wild. It's one of the craziest things that I've seen them do. It's like it's up there with the episode where they made that kid eat his parents.
Oh my God! Scott Tenorman must die. The
Yeah.
episode where they literally said, "We want to make it so no one feels right liking Cartman again." Like they were like, "Oh my God!" It is that. Oh, that show. I still think the season arc they did on gentrification is one of the great. Is so fucking funny. Oh my God.
I thought the World of Warcraft episode, and then like the ninjas, the Ninja Dragon Ball Z one, where they go Cartman's naked on the stage. It's really good. I always love them when they fused it with other types of genres.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, they have a real knack for that.
And then of course the Imagination Land
Oh my God.
arc that
That was-
brings back the Christmas Critters, one of the most insane. Christmas Critters, by the way, do you know how they pitched that? This blew my mind.
Oh.
They were so tired and they were down an episode, and one of them was like, Carmen's telling a Christmas story, and it's about Christmas creatures that just keep raping each other and giving everyone. And they were like, yeah, I guess we can do that. And he's like, all right, let's get working on it. Like they apparently, because Bill Hader's one of their punch-up guys. Like he'll sit there and do punch-up for them. And he's like, like it's in that amazing documentary 7 Days to Air or whatever it is. But
Oh shit. I don't remember that scene. I got to rewatch that because I love that documentary.
That's not in this. He's in it, like explaining how you like you'll be talking with one of them, and one of them was like, "Here, okay, what if they're in the movie? Like you're literally just," and then they're like, "Wait, yeah, we need to make fun of crystal skulls. What if it?" And it's literally he's like, "What if it's this to this to this to this?" And they're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "All right, good, that's it." And he's like,
"Wild,
what?" And he's like, "No, it's." Like he's like it was I think on Turn Out a Punk or somewhere. He's like they know they're the South Park guys. Like they kind of know, just sort of like, wait, what? Yeah, all right.
I remember I watched an interview really like only a couple of weeks ago, and they made a point how they didn't want writers that were going in just to like add gags. They were like they had to have like certain writers that understood what the story was, and everything had to kind of serve the story. And I was like, holy fuck, I can't even imagine that. Like I thought comedy writing was just writing gags.
Yeah, they're incredible. That documentary was amazing because I love that they even address. I can't remember which one is the one that does everything. I think that's Matt Parker, or is it Trey?
It's Trey.
Trey that does everything, and Matt Parker's just sort of like he just has ideas. They go,
That's my dream.
The way that they walk through that, I was like, what a beautiful partnership. And Trey is just like, people are like, why don't you get rid of Matt? And it's like, I mean, was Van Halen the same if you didn't have both of those guys? If you didn't have fucking Eddie out there shredding and then stupid ass Sammy Hagar?
There's something else. There's something else, by the way. First of all, the original lead singer of Van Halen was David Lee Roth. And
That's what I was trying to remember. That's right. That's right. He's just not very memorable, you know?
I'll make you listen to David Lee Roth's podcast right now, and you will never not remember. That man's episode on legal weed has a full rap song that he improvises and then at the end he announces that he wants to play Las Vegas with Miley Cyrus, and his co-host, who's clearly a sycophant, goes, "Oh, have you contacted her?" And he goes, "I am right now on the podcast. She's got to be a listener." And you're like,
"Oh yeah, for
David.
I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
Bye, David. So Correos, what's going on?
Hello,
my love.
Hello, nice to see you again, John.
Nice to see you too. It's been so long. How has so New Zealand coronavirus has been so strange? You've had such a different 2 years than so much of the rest of the world because your country was open, or I assume still is open.
Fuck, we're catching up with the crazies though. Shit, like we are ramping up hard.
What do you mean?
Yesterday we had one of the biggest protests in our capital, Wellington, of people being just anti-lockdown, and there were hundreds of people out in the middle of the outside. I think it was just an outside government. I think just protesting. I don't like keeping up with this shit, man. But we're
what are they? I didn't even realize you guys were in the lockdown.
Yeah, we're back in the lockdown. I'm currently in the longest lockdown New Zealand's been in so far, which isn't nothing compared to everyone else. But I think it's been 86 days now that we've been in lockdown.
Interesting. You've been in the lockdown for 86 days.
Yeah. Because we had our first Delta case 86 days ago, and they just shut down as quickly as possible. And I think what the sentiment is with everyone else around me is just the government didn't prepare as well as they could have. We had all of this time to get it done, and they clearly didn't have a plan. And so now we're kind of.
I think their plan was no one comes in, no one comes out.
Yeah, and then people got fucking antsy, and they were like, "Oh, but we want to go to Australia." And then opening up that border was just see you later. Delta's in to go. But I'm double vaxxed now. Got the old Pfizer in me. You Pfizer?
Oh, buddy, I'm Moderna all the fucking way.
Well, we only got Pfizer. What's the difference?
Mine was paid for by Dolly Parton. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, do you guys have to pay for your?
No,
vaccines?
just Dolly Parton paid for. Dolly Parton paid an extra money so the R&D was faster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to pay for it. In Canada, you've had to pay for tests forever, but I don't see fucking why.
Yeah, same with the UK.
Yeah, it's a very odd one, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. It's just the US is not acting like it's still a thing. Numbers are still rising. And when was your free test though? Last fall they started making you pay for tests again. All that sort of stuff, and it's annoying as fuck. I'm just blown away because I thought New Zealand was just killing it, but wait, how many people have you got that have died from the coronavirus?
Let me look it up real quickly. I think the first.
Are you going 8? Is that your guess, Chris?
That's my guess. Is 8. They've had 8 deaths.
Deaths in COVID. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit higher. I think in this last so far we've had 32.
32. Oh, you fucking rank.
I feel like I was very close.
You were not close. You were off by a magnitude of 4.
But when you consider the fact that hundreds of millions of people have died, when I guess for a whole country, I'm going to take it. I'm going to say 8 to 32. I'm fine with that. What was it like having the most popular leader in the world for a while? Because Canada had that for a bit when Justin Trudeau first showed up, but all Canadians knew he was full of shit. Even his supporters were like, he's not that good. But from the outside, she seems to be the nuts. Are you guys fucking do it?
Because we've got other problems kind of kicking in. Our housing crisis is fucked. No one can fucking buy a house, and people are pissed off about that.
How is that true everywhere? That's wild.
Why? It's almost like that's been manipulated. Yeah, fuck off, you Kiwi cunt.
But everyone here, it's a bit dicey as well. It just seems like we thought we voted for a better government, but it turns out it was still just the same shit. And it turns out if you want anything done, it's kind of you either have to go more extreme to one side or to the other side.
Yeah.
Greens all the way. Yeah.
NDP. Jug meat sing. NDP.
But so at the moment it's kind of it's pretty dicey over here. But it's nothing compared to you guys.
But did you guys have was there a swell of pride? Was there a sense of national? Because I've known if one of my closest friends is from the South Island, and he is one of the least, but also quietly most patriotic people I've ever met. Where never brags about it, but every now and then he'll be like, "Actually, we do that very well." And it's just sort of.
I think that's the little guy syndrome that we kind of hold as well. But I think it's the Labour government has ever just steamrolled any other votes. It was such a steamroll. It was I think 50-60% voted for Labour. Oh no, it was more than that. No, it was way more than that. Everything just turned red. No blue. Because fucking Nationals really fucked up. They've got no good leadership.
So wait, so how many parties are there in? Sorry, I was just doing an admin thing. What is the how many political parties are there in New Zealand? Is it like Italy or is it like Canada?
It's like Germany. We're an MMP. So we're so we have the Labour government, we have National, we have Greens, we have ACT, we have the Māori Party. Those are the and Top. So those are like the main 6.
Okay.
And yeah.
And you have proportional representation, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
everybody's got a
yeah.
piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Fucking Trudeau promised it and then immediately was like,
Yeah. Oh my God. One of the biggest angers I got into with my uncle back home, and he was like, "Do you understand how slapdash and difficult it is to administrate over a representative democracy?" And I was just like, all right, no, we're not getting into it's a bit problematic for the bureaucrats. Also, your green screen is on, David, because something that you held up was green, was like representing what you had.
yeah, there it is.
Oh, hey. So,
It looks like 2 Floridas.
Oh, whoa.
Nice. John, you have that same picture.
Yeah.
That's your living room.
It's because it's the hang on, I'll bring it. It's the
I think it's your one. Is it your
I
green?
think what it is it's the it's the I have to turn off.
That's
This
so
is how
funny.
I feel. This is how I feel when I'm performing on stage, John.
I hate this. I'm turning this off.
Just like a coffee table.
Frozen. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Put your drinks on me.
Look at me be a pushover.
Yeah. Use a coaster though, or don't.
Oh man, there's
or
a couple of
don't.
things in here that I totally forgot. By the way, I forgot. Hang on, let me just.
Oh, John's gone.
Oh,
well,
nice.
we had a good time.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
Chris,
good.
The only time I met you, Chris, was I think it was with Ed Hedges, and you were by a bus. You were by the Edinburgh bus.
That sounds right.
That was the last time I met you.
Yeah. That sounds that's where I do my versus the audience show, and as well as my solo show, depending on what year you saw me. I love that bus, man. Have you done shows up there?
No, it looks like a fun time though. But I think I'm too messy of an act to be able to perform in a bus.
You'd be surprised. I mean, I don't know how much space you take up. How are you like do you use the space, David?
Yeah. I'm running the whole time. If I'm not running, I'm not being funny.
Oh, you should do the yurt then. Perfect. It's in the round.
Yeah.
Just laps. Just never stop. And then at one point, halfway through the show, just tag an audience member, and then they have to run, and you sit in their seat. And then you just do the show from your seat while this person is just forced to run.
Oh, what was the hook of the show? Oh, don't go to it, bro. It's very tiring. It's a very tiring show.
How's your cardio? How's your
just look like a room, be like, oh, you guys are too unfit to enjoy this. You're gonna hate this.
Are you enjoying John's background? Who really committed 9/11? Am I right, David?
This is, by the way, this comes standard with Zoom or with StreamYard. This is preloaded in.
What the fuck is happening?
Well, for podcast listeners, it is Hulk Hogan kicking down. Which tower is that?
I think it's Tower 2. Yeah, it is. It's Tower 2. He's giving the big boot to Tower 2.
Yeah, because he's a real American.
Of course he is. For some reason, I also have. For some reason, StreamYard also just has the Kennedy assassination. There it is, right there.
It's actually, I mean, where you're sitting, it just looks like a car in a shitty picture of a car. But then as soon as you move, it's like, oh, she has brains on her.
That's Jackie, and what she's doing there is she's actually reaching for a piece of the president's brains because she was so in shock. She thought, I'm going to need that. Oh, hey, Roscoe.
I've never seen that picture.
You never seen that? Oh,
I've never seen
pretty
that
good
picture.
stuff.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Fuck.
This is just me.
Hi,
and some
Roscoe.
hummus.
I love you. I love you. Too fucking lovely. Oh, now something. Oh, hummus.
And this is me being Alex Jones. Hang on. I think I know. I think I've just stumbled on a new character. Please welcome everyone, Alex Jones, Buddy Rich. Keep talking, buddy. Keep talking about how 9/11 was an inside job. You want to start some shit with me? Keep talking. Trombonist, sorry, absolute false flag. Then shut up. Well, I don't just appreciate, being talked to like a human being. I try to talk to you like a human being, and you talk back all the time.
That's great. I'm glad I'm here.
That's great.
The best of that.
I'm glad that you guys both got new shows out of this stream. I think you got
Oh, wait, we're using the wrong background. Let's quickly, David, if we show you this background, what do you think?
Now who's the info slut?
Yeah, someone's I'm having an info war with the info slut.
I can't. Is it supposed to be behind me or is it supposed to be up?
Alexis Jones.
Whoa! Hang on, David.
Yeah.
How did we end up in the same living room?
This is great. Famously, trombonist can't melt steel, you guys.
Oh, fucking! I like the couch.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really fun.
I'm gonna have to head off soon, guys.
Where are you going?
I've got stuff to do. I got an ad. I'm doing an ad.
You're gonna run laps, aren't you? You're getting ready for Edinburgh now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know that show's gonna work.
Are you going to Delaware?
Delaware.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in Delaware.
That picture looks like most of my dad's t-shirts. He'd always have like Oklahoma and then like pictures of the fauna and then in that font.
Great.
I gotta say this right now. He's always been a JFK conspiracy theorist. For example, the only time I was in a room with him, I heard him say the word grassy knoll. So like, I got news for you.
By the way, podcast listeners, we're talking about Joe Rogan now after a comment in the chat, not David's dad with the snappy dress.
We're talking about David's dad. David's dad. Great, Chris, you didn't know that David's dad is Joe Rogan?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Joe Rogan went over to the Philippines for some fighting.
Yeah.
And he went, in a girl. And then that girl moved to New Zealand, gave birth to David, and David is here. Correos means bastard in Maori.
Yeah. You're done. You're done though. You're done.
David, if you got to go, what give us your plugs. How can people find you? What are you doing? Have you got any albums? Are you doing any shows? What's going on?
I just follow me on Instagram at David Post Office, where I just shit post every day. So if you want to see that, that's really the only thing I'm making at the moment. So go on there.
Do you have a calendar?
Yes, I do. Yeah. That's all on my Instagram. You can buy a calendar. I made a font. I made every letter out of my body, and you can go get that on my Instagram. My S's are incredible for a man of my size to be able to bend into an S. It's worth it.
I'm gonna need to see the S. Where can we see? Can you send me a link to you doing the S?
I'll see if I got something on here, right? I'll send.
Do not show us a photo of your dick. We'll get kicked off Twitch.
Unless that's the S, in which case I think it's worth it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what? I'm curious.
Also, Chris, don't worry. We're in Delaware.
We're in Delaware.
Hey,
everything's legal in Delaware.
That's right. Mostly just credit card fraud.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. I think I've got it. No, that's November. Fuck.
There's no S's in November.
No. Here it is.
30 days.
You can kind of fuck. This is gonna be terrible to be able to.
Come on, just show it the camera. Show it to the camera. You fuck.
I'm fucking trying.
David, faster.
Again. Come on.
Terrible job. Terrible job. Absolutely illegible.
I really fucked it. I really fucked it. I'm not.
A wonderful appearance ruined.
Threw it away, David. This was your big shot. You threw it away.
At least Buddy Rich is in here.
Patty's in your corner. You got to buy it to see it. That's the ticket. He doesn't give that shit for free.
Exactly. Hey, Patty, thanks for got my back, baby. But yeah, David Post Office. Go check it out.
David
Quick
Post
thing.
Office.
David Post Office. And is it David Post Office on Twitter?
Yes, everywhere.
Is it David Post Office on Snapchat?
I'm not on Snapchat.
Is it David Post Office on TikTok?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay. Do you have any albums or YouTube specials? Or
Check out Taskmaster Season 2, New Zealand.
people are saying that they enjoyed that?
Season 2.
David, are you on Taskmaster Season 2 in New Zealand?
Yes, I am. It's the best thing I've done. I've got no other albums. It's the only way. It's the only thing that doesn't make me cringe.
Are you holding a big bottle of apple juice? Oh no, it's water.
But it's you can see your
Oh,
lounge.
it's pure and lounge is ever present.
Hey, if you, I really had a really fun time. If you guys ever need a Filipino New Zealand man again, please hit me up.
Buddy, anytime. We'd love to have you. This was great. Thanks so much for coming through.
Actually, wait, we need someone because Colt Cabana isn't available. Are you available this time on November 15th? We need a quote unquote handsome man. And I know no man more handsome.
Yeah. Basically, we're doing a read through of a script that is Informant Slut.
Informant Slut. I was like, fuck, my computer just had a stroke. What happened? Okay. I'll put it in my diary.
I think my
calendar.
favorite reaction thus far to the actual reading of Informant Slut is Kirsten's oh.
So disappointed.
Also, I'd love to point out that right before this joining in with you guys, I was like, what do I promo, guys, on my thing? What link do I put up? Do I put up this one? And then I forgot to put a link, but it just showed streamables, and John was like, no, do not share that.
Oh, so people can get into here.
Yeah. I was just like, and it was one of those ones where I was like, what? No, don't. Whatever you do, don't share that.
We should try that one time. Just put it in the Discord and just see what kind of show we have. Just see who shows up. I'm into that now. We're gonna do that. Thanks a lot, David. That's when we get canceled. We're gonna get dicks on screen. At best, we're getting dicks on screen.
Okay. So for our anniversary show, we're putting the link. We're putting a link in 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. Open door policy. That's great.
But that anniversary show will only be hosted on David. David nearly got us all access to the private chat. That's right.
Oh no, it's an F.
It just died.
Oh, it'll be back. There, we're back. We're back.
This is a good time for you to go, David. Thank you so much for coming on the stream. Oh, the stream.
Great to see you, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
This
Thank
is
you
so
so much
fun.
for having me. This was
Have a great day,
fun.
bud.
That was fun. I like this
Yeah.
better. I like this just
That's
Informant
fun. Informant Slut.
Would you like to hear? I went to the doctor today. Had a full physical.
Oh, cool.
Perfectly healthy. Everything normal.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I want to lose 9 pounds, but I don't have to. I like being
that's good.
220. I'm at what is it? He's like 229, 230. So I'm like, all right, I got to lose 9 pounds. That's like 3 big shits.
Nice. Those are big shits.
But there was a guy there that, holy fucking shit. Okay, I walk in. So I've gone up to my appointment. I'm coming back down. I got to get all my blood work done.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing I hear is, I don't like lines, actually. I'll just stand over here. And already I'm like,
Was that David's uncle? Is it
No,
Freemason
this guy-
stuff?
I don't know what this guy's deal was, but he was like, I literally just, I didn't see him. And I was like, I'm picturing a fun t-shirt and loose jeans. And I turned the corner. Oh, was I right? First of all, let me tell you what this guy was doing. 230. That's a lot for Imperial. Confuses me. It confuses all my name is ruined. Anyway, so I walk in. This guy doesn't like standing in lines, so he stands to the side of the line and updates everyone who's in the line where he would be in the line while you're waiting in line.
Great.
I'm 3 people ahead of you, just so you know. I'm 3
Great.
people ahead of you. Already, I'm just sort of like, I mean, I don't know what this guy is here doing, dealing with a doctor, but I know he's got to be frustrating.
Was he sitting or was he just standing
Good.
3
Stood to
feet
the
away?
side.
Just didn't want to stand with people. Just
Didn't want to stand with people. Yeah, you know
no
what?
mask. It sounds like he didn't have a mask on.
Of course, we were in a medical facility. He did have a mask on, but it was it was a medical facility mask. Very possible he was giving it. Richard Wright coming in with the most English reaction to the story, but that's not how a line works.
That's not how lines work. You can't put your shoe. You can't leave your shoe in the line. Go get something and then come back. You're either in the line or you're not.
That's right.
Excuse me.
He gets checked in. He disappears. I'm now waiting for the lab to come in. They're calling someone's name a lot. And I'm like, I bet you it's this guy. I bet you it's this guy. I get brought in. They're doing my labs and my PP. This guy gets brought in. He left the building to get food.
Wow. I
Comes
like
in,
that.
Eating some sort of fast food breakfast sandwich out of a bag while they're doing blood work. Mask off, just chatting to medical staff about let me tell you about this. Let me hoot you, holler, how do you do? It was awesome. Like no one was telling this guy to it was great. And what was even better is like walking by the front desk staff who just had a look of like, hi, I'm not dealing with that guy anymore. Oh,
yeah.
Really good.
Pass them off. We're done here.
Can you be eating while getting blood drawn? Is that healthy?
Ugh. I feel like they didn't even draw his blood. They just had like a syringe that was full of blood and went, got it. Bye.
What are the odds? I hope he has it. I don't even know what I hope he has, but I hope he has it. My other question is does that guy go there every day?
I don't know. Did they know him? Because some people are just comfortable everywhere. Some people just show up.
It may have been that. Like that guy. But here's the problem with those guys, and they drive me crazy, is those guys are never self-aware. I have one friend who's like this, who really thinks he's good at business and like advice, and some of the worst advice. His advice
about how he puts it. I'm good at business.
Yes, I have very good business knowledge. I know how to operate in business. The amount of the advice that guy has given me on my divorce, when I tell you how wrong it is, in so many fucking ways, too hot to stand. That's very good. Is it Donald Trump? No. I'm not going to say who it is because this person also doesn't have a sense of humor about how bad they are at advice or how lack of aware they are.
It's King Geo. It's King Geo.
It is not King Geo.
Yeah, sorry, King Geo. He just outed you.
You've met this man. I'm going to put it in the private chat.
Oh, shit. Awesome. Oh, I think I'm guessing. Let's see.
I want you to. Can you guess? Okay. Put it in on 3. Put it in on 3. Not the same guy as the peer guy.
Okay. 1, 2.
I accidentally hit it.
3. Oh, okay.
Good guess? No. But you just don't give that guy advice.
That's so funny.
No,
yeah, you're right. It's Crowder. Very nice.
I can say your guess. I'm right here. And it was not you. And then he's got great advice and access to a helicopter, which is always good.
Well, King Geo is good at business. He got a lady pregnant. That's how business works. He made an investment, if you will.
And do you know how he got her pregnant? Do you know that this is the crazy thing? She got pregnant because his loads are so big.
Wow.
He just masturbated, not even in the same house, just same city as his partner. Boom, pregnant. Yeah.
Good for them. Good for them. That's the dream, really. You don't even have to touch each other or be near each other. You just, quantum linked loads, quantum entangled loads. That's how I want to have my kids.
I like this.
Kind of true.
And coming in from medical professional Anthony Sharp. Wow.
Wow.
Also, this is a random thing. I ended up talking to the doctor about HPV a bunch.
Okay.
Because he's like, oh, we're doing your blood work. You want an STI thing? And I was like, yeah, it's not going to be anything, but yeah, go nuts. And he's like, cool. And he's like this. And I was like, oh, I've had like 2 HPV flare-ups in my entire adult life. And he's like, yeah, you're 36. Everyone your age has that. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, also, he's like, new research is coming out. Don't have to get it from sex. You can get it from towels and surfaces. And I went, wait a minute. The toilet seat, that is possible. And he goes, with HPV, theoretically could be proven possible. And
no.
No. And he's like, I got to tell you, this is a new doctor. I really enjoyed it. We're talking a silver fox, like a very silver foxy, waspy,
Yeah.
potentially gay man just
Okay.
walked in, just cool, just all the questions. I had a delicate thing in my
Like late stage Dick Van Dyke.
That's exactly. You know what he seemed like? He seemed like Dick Van Dyke character from Diagnosis Murder, 30 years younger,
Yeah.
but he's into guys. That's
Nice.
how that doctor came across.
How do you put that on your Grinder account? How do you?
Ladies, gentlemen, start your boners. This man was a real hoot and a half. Absolutely great. So I thought I might have like signs of a hernia. Basically, I haven't told anyone this, so this is so weird. So, right?
We're having a good time.
So I have testicles, right, as a human being.
Beardy, what's up?
Yeah, exactly what I wanted to hear. So I have testicles, right? And there is
Oh,
a
congratulations.
canal- Thank you.
Oh my God.
Canal
I'm so
where
happy
they
for you.
they descend from. And because I had an undescended testicle,
That's right.
my canal has always stayed open. Recently, I've noticed that the opening, which was always right, it was always on the right,
Yeah.
has shifted left.
Ooh,
And I
did
was
someone
like, what
shove
the
it
fuck?
over?
Well, this is my question. Could be a hernia, all that sort of stuff. So that's why I had this appointment.
Yeah.
I would be very good at tucking.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Julie Newmar.
Nothing
Nothing asymmetrical is ever good. That goes for nuts, emo haircuts,
True.
and a third
I don't know
thing.
why that asymmetrical reading really defeated me. Are you juggling your bollocks? No, but sometimes it's fun to shove it up in the little canal area. It's just fun.
So fun. I have a friend, that's his party trick. When he gets hammered, he shoves his nut into himself and then makes us poke it in his belly.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's really fucked up.
Super weird.
Also, I got news for you. Like, you know that, like, I think only white dudes, our party trick is, hey, check this out. And then it's just like, my dick's out. And you're like, what? That's not a trick. Is your friend John? No, it's not. That just made my eyes water. God, the belly touching is very fucked up.
It's weird. It's weird.
Anyway, so I was like, oh, it might be a hernia. And that thing, and he was like, the anal canal. And he's like, literally, and he like feels around. And there was this one part, I'll use the popcorn thing. He's like, all right, I got to put some pressure to see. I mean, let's have a look. What's the point of discussing with the full Monty? Twitch regulations, bro.
TOS, baby. Can't do it.
And then so he's doing like a little poke like this, and then he goes like, all right, just one. He goes like really shoves it, and then I was like, no, nothing. And he's like, all right, that's not a hernia. And I was
amazing.
Like,
just hit him.
And I was like, what would happen if it was a hernia? He's like, you'd be in a lot of pain. And I was like,
that's Big Brother medicine.
This is what I want from a doctor. This is what I want. This is like, it's like the Scouse physical therapist in Liverpool that showed me if I'm doing my exercises too much, what the pain will be like, where when I broke this elbow and he just had me hold it straight. And he's like, okay, if you feel anything like the following, you're exercising too much. And then he just put all his weight on my elbow and I like blacked out and saw white and he had to catch me. He's like, so it's like that. And I was like, understood. I like it. Like when you're passed out, Jackass is the best of it, but but most is just horrific. Boomstickery is nailing it. Yeah. Jackass is it's the finest champagne of what happens when you put a bunch of like white dudes and a whiteboard together and being like, you can do anything. And then one of them's like, I got some Hot Wheels cars. They got to go in my ass. And they're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars. They were right.
Billions.
How do you argue with results?
Billions. I mean, you know how so there's a guy behind all of them that worked for a magazine called Big Brother Magazine, which is
I didn't know that.
Spawned. Neither did I.
I always thought it was Johnny Knoxville. He was the top brass.
So Johnny Knoxville wrote articles. It's Jeff Tremaine. Yes,
Oh,
Jeff
damn.
Tremaine was like the big guy behind
That's
that.
a fake name. That's a nom de plume. No one is called Jeff Tremaine.
Oh my God, he looks exactly the way Jeff Tremaine. You want Jeff Tremaine to look. Anyway, Johnny Knox, Spike Jonze was the director of all of Jackasses.
Jesus.
He was the one that was like not strict. Like he's like, literally, let's film it with the cheapest camera. You just say it and we'll just do it. And then like
smart.
And the American flag and everything.
He's a great director. He knows how to go high concept. You got Christopher Walken tap dancing on the ceiling.
Oh, that fucking music video.
Weapon of choice, fucking incredible. And then he's like, you know what? Just say what you're gonna do, then do it. I'll cut it. Don't worry. Brilliant.
Because YouTube can't play it, but I'm listening to the song in my head. He also has some great granny tits.
Who's that? Spike Jonze?
I don't know. Anyway, Johnny Knoxville got on their attention because he said, I'll do an article where I'll shoot myself with a gun through a bulletproof vest. And they were like, we're not going to pay you up front because then that gives us, your family, the ability to sue us. But if you do that, we will print it. And then he did. And you can see the video footage of him shooting himself with a gun. And you've never seen a happier man in the world.
Buddy.
Because what he points out is I only had $40, so I had to buy the cheapest bulletproof vest I could find.
Oh my God.
Like, do you know how scary that is?
That's a self-Squid Game. That's a self-Squid Game.
Squid Gamed. Also, I'm not watching Squid Game. I've officially decided.
It's pretty fun.
Everyone seems to be having a nice time. it seems so bleak.
Yeah, I mean, it's not you don't feel good, but it's pretty good. It's a good show.
I only want to feel good.
I get that.
I watch.
You know what you should watch?
I watch
Marley and Me.
No, I know what happens. The greatest Arj Barker joke ever.
Damn it.
I'm not going to give away what happens in Marley and Me, but let's just say the sequel's called Me. I watched Step Brothers.
Patty's with me.
I watched Step Brothers with my Japanese friend yesterday, and let me tell you what movie. Great. I know what part of the movie is your favorite? Mine is a weird thing that I think is so funny.
I've only seen it 2 or 3 times since it was released. So
at the end, where they're at the Catalina Wine Festival and they're all applauding, just going, "It's the fucking Catalina Wine Festival." I don't know why, but just it's the fucking Catalina Wine Festival. Oh my God, that. The Pam thing when he farts, it's a great movie. Yeah. Bag in the
Catherine Hahn crushes it.
Catherine Hahn.
Did We Just Become Best Friends? Fantastic. Just great stuff. It's just great stuff. I found my copy of because I've been wanting to watch very silly shit. And so I watched MacGruber, which is one of the wildest things I've watched.
Oh, we have not talked about how you only watched MacGruber for the first time. There's so much room for activities, by the way. I just want to point out, by the way, with not having guests here today, right now, for the last bit of the show, we have so much room for activities.
So much room for activities. Look at all this
so
space.
much more room for activities.
Oh my God. MacGruber it was such a wild movie to watch because there were parts where I was like a little bit bored, and then I would laugh with my whole body.
The tipping part,
for like a few minutes.
I wouldn't tip. Get that back. Is one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever witnessed in my life. Also, the notion of they get attacked and her just reacting in the coffee shop. That movie's amazing. What it is it was a throwback to like 80s, 90s, 80s and 70s comedies where they would build to set pieces, but there's like, no, but he's still a guy on a case. It's like Fletch. It's so good. It's
so fucking silly. It's one of the silliest things I've ever seen in my life.
Ribs? I'm going for the turkey. Gobble.
I will suck your dick.
Yeah.
I will let you fuck me in the ass.
You can fuck me. I can fuck you. Oh my God. No.
Unexpected Ryan Felipe.
Oh yeah. And Unexpected Powers Booth.
Yeah, that was pretty surprising. I was happy he was in there. Love me some Powers Booth.
What did you think of the eulogies? A bit too much swearing for me. Motherfucker of a fucking day. I think that might be my funniest movie of all time. It might be my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, you said that. That's the only reason I watched it is because you were like, it's my favorite movie.
It works, right? Like you're like, yeah, this is so stupid.
It's so stupid. It's so fun. But I'm gonna watch Walk Hard at some point in the next couple days, the Dewey Cox story.
You've seen it, right?
So many times.
Oh, thank God.
So that's my favorite silly.
Oh my God.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, 178 women and 64 men.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid. Just you could take my kids, but you leave me my monkey.
You know, John C. Reilly had to go. Hey, the
Macaroni
macaroni
Prince.
Prince.
Thank you so much for the raid.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this.
Like being trying some raid. Welcome to the Untitled Stream with John and Chris and Ashley. Stick around and give us a follow. You are awesome.
Also, you know how I'm being, I have to go appeal that decision by the unemployment board.
Is that today?
No, they gave me an appeal hearing for when I'm in England. So I was going to phone in and just do it that way. But then I was like, no, why am I going to stress? And I can just call. So I just called to move it to January when I'm in the country.
Fantastic. That's great news. You're going to have your day in court. You're going to be like Joe Pesci.
Yeah, I'm Joe Pesci, like in My Cousin Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Vinny.
These two youths.
I fucking loved that movie.
It's fucking fantastic. It's so much better than I thought it was ever going to be. Crazy funny.
Vinny?
Crazy funny.
Also, apparently they spoke to whoever wrote it spoke to a lawyer because like every lawyer is like, yeah, that's all what would happen.
Yeah.
Like everything he does, he's like, yeah, no, he could do that. No, like everything he gets in trouble for, like, yeah, you'd get in trouble. Like, it's one of those ones where you're like, wait, that's a realistic portrayal of your job? And they're like, yeah. It's like, that's not good.
Cleo just saw the Ray video for the first time. Noise. Thank you, Cleo. We love you, Cleo. My favorite part in My Cousin Vinny, and it's something that Sadaf and I do all the time, and it's just it's such a wild thing, but the prosecutor, he's doing his talk, and he just goes, identical. Just by the way, identical. It's very fun.
Joe, what movie that I weirdly really enjoyed, but no one else liked, and I don't actually think I'd like it again. This was in a space for it, which is Robert Downey Jr.'s The Judge.
So boring.
So boring.
So
it goes
fucking
on
boring
for all of the minutes. It is so boring, and also it has like the opposite of action, and yet I sat there and I watched the whole thing.
That and The Drop, the James Gandolfini's last movie, with what's his name? Fucking the guy that everyone loves that I'm not totally sold on. He was in he played two gangsters, played the Cray brothers. Tom Hardy, thank you.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I'm not totally sold on Tom Hardy. Those two movies, I saw them both in theaters because I was like, this cast is great. This is going to be a fantastic movie.
Was this in the time where you had the View card
So
and you
boring.
just take really early trains to road gigs and then just go to the movies?
Yes, sir. Saved so much money. Saved so much money.
Yeah, but I never can go to a movie. Like I have to like someone else. I'll just go sit in a coffee shop.
I love it.
Sit in a fucking coffee shop.
No, I'm a big fan. Because there's more than enough time. I'm getting in at 2 p.m, John. I got 5 hours to kill.
Buddy, you're talking.
I still got another 2 hours in a coffee shop.
I've taken, what's the cheapest train? 10 a.m. All right, let's go to Manchester at 10 a.m. Hello, Redmond.
Mm-hmm.
Although you also turned me on to your great trick for when you're using someone else's train ticket. You just need to get out of the machine. Just saying, it's my boyfriend's, and how the train staff will just help you because they are very awkward all of a sudden.
I forgot I told you that. I do the same thing with English cops, West Coast cops. You just speak in French to them. They don't want that. They want none of that.
Yeah,
they just let you go. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't do it again. Oh, merci beaucoup.
Salut.
Salut.
Problem with me is no smoking. Many movies improved by. My Name Is Ruin is not wrong.
Yeah.
Also, I was pretty stoned last night, talking to my Japanese friend about how I want to get a living room, but it's outside, and
like Night at the Roxbury, and your inside is like the outside.
This is why we do the stream together. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Like Night at the Roxbury. Dewey, did you just grab my ass? Dewey calls, sir, there is no physical way that he could have just grabbed your ass. He has his way. Chaz Palminteri? Oh, so fucking good.
So fucking funny. That movie is so much funnier than it has any business being. Tell me about your outdoor living room idea. I want to hear about this because we got to go in a second because you have an appointment. So,
and by appointment, the appointment is I have to drive to the Irvine Improv to open for Mr. D, Joe Dombrowski. I am meeting him today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Never been so excited in my entire life that my manager does not watch this stream. When she was like, going over for Mr. D, Joe Dombrowski, and I was like, never heard of him.
Ooh, that video's terrible. So outdoor living room. What's the plan?
It's a living room.
Yeah.
Open air, but like heated.
So like a patio?
No. Enclosed within the house. Like how how you'd have the backyard area.
Yeah.
And then another part away from the backyard or front yard, a third yard.
A side yard. Okay.
Side yard.
Side yard, yeah.
Convert the side yard into what would look like a living room. So it would be enclosed on four sides, doorway in, painted furniture like it's a living room, press button, retractable sort of roof situation.
Sky dome. Yeah.
Allow for smoking. But it's also the fun fact of he's saying to guests, and we're outside. And they'll go, we're what? And you go, no way, we're outside.
Can I ask why you want the ceiling to go? Because then you can get birds sort of obviously coming in. Wouldn't you want the walls to come up and leave the ceiling? And that way the wind blows through so you can still smoke. It's still an open air thing, but you're less likely to be shit on or attacked from above.
I do not fear bird shit. It is good luck. Also, birds at night, Chris. What are you, insane?
Owls, then, I guess? You don't fear owls?
I welcome all owls. There will be an owl perch. I'm just adding an owl perch to the outdoor living room now. I'll have you know. Thank you very much for what you think is an improvement. Yeah, night birds. All night birds are good birds. Owls. What is another night bird? That's the only one.
Hawks. I think hawks.
Also phenomenal. Hey, let's go over. How was John's house party? His living room's outside, and there were 2 hawks there. You're going to the next one.
And Debbie lost her eyes. Debbie's got no eyes now.
Well, first of all, why was Debbie in a staring contest with a hawk? There needs to be some accountability in our society, Christopher.
You know what? I hadn't thought that through. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. See? I'm glad we had this talk. Guys.
Fuck Debbie.
She doesn't need. See, a tiger gets it. She doesn't need She doesn't need eyes. It's dark
absolutely.
Now. And you're in the outdoor living room. You're shimmying.
Right.
Hey, we're having fun. I'm gonna say it. Ashley not being here is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to be clipped. No.
All right, we're going to raid Ruffled Bricks because we haven't raided him in ages. John, any plugs that aren't your UK dates? Because those are on the Discord. Everyone check out John's dates on the Discord.
Those are my only dates. Go check out stuff. Hey, go support David Correos. He's very funny, and please support all of our guests. It's really, really nice, by the way. Guests do comment, and I totally appreciate it.
Yeah.
We all totally appreciate it. How supportive you guys are of the people that take the time to come on this little show, and we just want to thank everyone who subscribes or is patronizing us via Patreon.
Thank you. The support means so much.
100% appreciated, and you guys are absolutely phenomenal. All righty biteies.
Also, if you follow us on Twitter, we tweeted out the dog dancing to the song video, so feel free to retweet that because I want as many people as possible to see that because it makes me laugh so hard.
Yeah, I saw the tweet and I was like, wait, what did we do? I have to watch it because I don't remember.
It makes me laugh so hard.
But you're Ashley who remembers everything. Like that thing I just said as a joke about Ashley, if she's like, did you say this? I'll have to just be like, let me see the video. Because I do not like it. Literally, here's what happens is we're going to end. I'm going to go take a shower and leave. By the time the fact that Brendan Burns is back on Twitter, this is huge.
I guess so. He retweeted us. So
he surfaces again.
He's back, baby.
I guess Dogecoin really worked out. Ladies and gentlemen.
All right. I'm rating Ruffle Bricks. We're starting it up.
Tomorrow.
We love you guys.
See you tomorrow.
Follow everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Oh, by the way, put the stream summary in the stream summaries category. Fuck.
Don't forget to do the stream summary. So it's for the podcast. We love you. Bye.
That's all. That's all. Penis into her vagina. That's all. That's all. And that's called sexual intercourse. Some people call it having sex. So the man passes the sperm to